never change, yeah, yeah, yeah. Dirty soda, treat me like a stain, yeah, yeah, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah, yeah, yeah. Rolling from the cradle to the grave, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Browns are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Seahawks, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cleveland Browns. They run it here. Where? And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yep. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down, brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2nd down, Kaiser. Throw left side, complete. It's Williamson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
On the ground, this is Ware. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here we go! Flex round! Flex round!
Play clock winding down. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Kaiser on 1st down. And some space here. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Spencer Ware, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. Well, let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, That's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. From the shotgun, Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here's John Ryan now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's taken on the 25. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. Over the middle, complete. That's Williamson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run now with Ware. And he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
They'll air this one toward Coleman. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On third down, Johnson fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns. And the first play will be a field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Kaiser. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On second down, Kaiser again. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On third down, it's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Catch made right side by Wilson. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On second down, here's Wilson. Now he steps away, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. First down, this is Rawls. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, Rawls. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. Open man, it's Vanette. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls. And a short gain down to about the 33. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. He finds his man, Baldwin. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. They'll try to run with Rawls. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On the ground, Rawls. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Rawls. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Rawls. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The play clock's running down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
On the run, it's Ware. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. run again with Ware. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Browns on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. On play action, Kaiser. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a second down. From the gun, Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson to throw. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On first down, Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Now it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is. Larry, go back to the green room, my friend. These guys are ready to go again. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Second down now after the incompletion. They find some open field here, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now Wilson on second down. His throw incomplete. Eric Decker the intended target, and it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Seahawks on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Kaiser now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Browns on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
From the gun, Kaiser. He's got his man complete over the middle. It's Williamson. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Here we go.
Kaiser to throw it. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there. Here we go. What? 90. What? Flex round. Flex round. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Dumps that off to Ware. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it. Could not hold on through the end of the play. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he is knocked down from the side at the 12-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Time running out here on the play clock. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll throw here. Kaiser. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down following the run. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for Seattle. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he fields it cleanly. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rap.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To throw is Kaiser. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Kessler goes off on 4th down, and on comes the Browns kicker, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Oh, design run for their wideout. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Wilson going to give to Rawls. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Again, Wilson. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On third down, Wilson. Right side, there's Decker. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It's a gain of 4 that time, and it's good enough for a Seattle first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. And
they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And able to find Decker. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now a handoff working right. And he stopped immediately there. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Wilson, a give to Rolls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. They'll hand to Rawls. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. Second and goal from the 1. Again, it's Rawls. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Caleb Brantley with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity.
Ware gets hit and the ball is loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They run the counter now on first down. Ware gets hit and the ball is loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we could make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, here's Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And Charles...